In this Master That Riff, we're going to be looking at Mouth for War by Pantera. Before we get started, we need to make sure we're in tune with the record. So we're tuned just a little bit below standard tuning here. So my low E string now sounds like this. My A string sounds like this. My D string sounds like this. My G string sounds like this. B string. And then that high E string. So Mouth for War can really be broken down into three kind of main riffs for the whole song actually. The first riff starts like this. And what I'm really doing here is playing a B power chord. My first finger is at the 2nd fret of the A string. My third finger is at the 4th fret of the D string now. What I'm really going to be doing here is I precede or start each bar. It's a 2-bar riff, and I start each bar with these fast 3 notes. And what I'm playing here is open A string, 1st fret of the A string with the first finger, and then I move that first finger up to the 2nd fret, to that root note of the B power chord. So it's 3 notes quite quickly, and picking wise I'm kind of doing down, up, down. It's really a lead in to this kind of B power chord. So I do those 3 notes, then I play that first finger. Now I'm holding this kind of B power chord, but I play that A string twice with 2 downstrokes. So I kind of go. Then I play a B power chord, and then I play the A string 3 times. So that kind of first bar goes. Second bar you start exactly the same. And then you go. What I'm doing here is I'm alternating between the B power chord and the A string. So you kind of go 3 notes, hit the A string once, then you go B power chord, A string, B power chord, A string, B power chord. So the 2 bars slowly sound like this. Now we do that riff 3 times, but in the 4th time we have a slight variation. 2-bar riff again, the first bar is the same, so we go. Then what we have is this variation here. So I play my 3 notes, hit that A string again, then I hit a B power chord, then I play another 4 B power chords, 1 and 2 and, so you kind of go. What you're doing is you're building up for kind of the next riff. So if I play that first riff at a slower speed, it sounds like this. So the next riff sounds like this. Really cool riff here. What we're doing is playing an E power chord to start off with. So my first finger is at 2nd fret of that A string there, and I'm playing the open E string with that, so just these top 2 strings. Then what I'm going to do is slide a G power chord up to a B power chord. So what I'm doing here is first finger, 3rd fret E string, or 3rd finger, or if you want 4th finger, whatever feels easiest, is at the 5th fret of the A string there, and I'm going to slide from essentially the 3rd fret up to the 7th fret. So watch out for the accuracy of that, watch you don't go too short, the 6th fret, or overshoot it. When you're doing the slide as well, try and keep the hand nice and relaxed. Don't grip too hard when you're doing the slide so you don't fight against the frets. You want it to kind of glide. Once I do that slide, I play an open E string, then I play a G power chord again. Then I do 2 of them. So I do 2 slides with an E, open E string in between each one, and then end in that G power chord again. So if you put that together, it kind of goes. Okay. Now we do that 3 times, and then the 4th time it goes like this. Okay, now what we're doing here, to start off the same, I've got my E power chord, then my slide, then I go open E string, then G, then I go up to this, I play the open E string, and my 3rd finger is going to slide down from the 7th fret in the E string there. Okay, and after I've done that, I'm going to play these natural harmonics. Now these, you don't have to be too accurate with it, but what I'm actually aiming for here is the space in the 3rd fret on the G and the B strings. And when I'm hitting this 3 times, and what I'm doing is I'm going to move it up the neck as I do that, so I kind of go, you know, so you kind of get this little ascending melody there. Now when I'm playing these natural harmonics, I've got a very, very, very light touch, especially on this kind of area of the neck where it's harder to get those kind of natural harmonics coming out. Obviously I've got a lot of gain here, which helps increase the volume, but really the harmonic, you know, you'll be able to get them out on an acoustic. It's just really the technique that gets them ringing. So when I'm very, very lightly touching the strings there, and I'm kind of close to the 3rd fret there, then I kind of go to halfway in between the 2nd and 3rd fret, and then I'm closer to the 2nd fret here. So if you want, you can muck about with that just to get the kind of sound. But as I say, you don't need to be too accurate with it. It's just to get this kind of nice screechy kind of harmonic sound. Okay, so that last bit, the riff goes. So the last riff sounds like this. Okay, so what we're doing here really is we're going to be sliding between power chords on the E string here. But I start off with an E power chord again. So my 1st finger is 2nd fret A string, and I'm playing an open E string as well. Now, what I then do is I play the open E string, so I'm kind of always going to fill in the space between each of these little power chord phrases with an open E string. So I play the open E string, and I play a B flat power chord up here. So I'm at the 6th fret with my 1st finger, and my 3rd finger is at the 8th fret there of the A string. So you keep that kind of shape, and then I'll say kind of sliding between the shapes. So that kind of goes. Then I play open E string again, and I slide from the 7th to the 8th fret this time. Then I play open E string, and then slide from 5 to 6. Okay, so that, starting from the beginning, that kind of goes. Okay, then I play open E string again, play the G power chord down here, so my 1st finger's at the 3rd fret now, open E string again, then I slide from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret, then I play open E string again, then I slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. Okay, so that 2nd bit goes. If you put that together with the 1st bit, it goes. Okay. Then what I do after that is I go back up to the 6th fret again, playing this B flat power chord, and then I slide 7 to 8 again, so it kind of goes. Then I slide 5 to 6 again, open E string, then I play the G power chord here at the 3rd fret, and I play open E string, and then this time I'm going to aim for kind of the middle of the 2nd and the 3rd frets, and I hit these harmonics 3 times. Okay, so if I take it from the kind of 2nd half of that, it kind of goes. When you put the whole thing together, slowly it goes. Okay, so when you're working on that, you know, try and break it down into those little phrases just to get a feel for the pattern of it. Once you kind of see what's going on, it's not too complicated, you know. Okay? Now the second time we play that, instead of playing 3 harmonics at the end, we just play 2, and then the verse starts. So if I was to play through that riff just before the verse, this is what it sounds like. And then it just kind of stops, and then it's when the verse would start.